Sure. Is my video? Can you see me? You can see me, right? One second. I think you're on mute, Josefa.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, okay, cool. So hi, Alok sir, Pradeep sir, Adesh sir. A very warm welcome. Yeah. So we'll wait for 5 minutes just for a couple of people to join in. I think 4 people have joined in. Josefa, I think Ali analyst and one more person is yet to join, right? Just give me a couple of minutes, just waiting for one person to join. Okay, I have a confirmation from one of the users that he will be joining in just 2 minutes. So we'll wait for 2 minutes and we will start. I'm sorry about the delay. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I guess everyone has joined, right? Hello, everyone. So let's start now. Yeah. All right. Okay. So hi everyone. My name is Nelson, and I currently work as a quant with Tradetron. It's been almost 18 months since I've been employed with Tradetron, and it's been an amazing journey. And I welcome you all to this wonderful course of Tradetron Creator Essentials. I believe that you have already created successful trading strategies on Tradetron, and you're looking forward to monetize and use the Tradetron marketplace much more effectively. So if, I just want to know, like, what language would you guys be comfortable in? Is it okay if it's in English and Hindi, or Hindi? Anything we can, since there are just 4 or 5 people in the group, what we can do is we can decide whichever language is comfortable for everyone. Okay, so English. Okay, no issue. So we will keep it in English, then that's not an issue. Yeah. So so let me start off by just talking about giving a brief introduction about myself. So I am a BMS graduate from St. Xavier's College, and I also have about 10 years of work experience in Indian investment banks. So I worked with Morgan Stanley, Edelweiss, Wahed Invest for a period of 10 years. For almost a period of 3 years, I was an independent trader. So I used to trade in Bank Nifty and Nifty options, and I used to create my own strategies. So I've been algo trading for quite some time now. I have my own strategies. I have not listed them on marketplace yet, but I do trade on my own. And also I used to manage fund for the CEO of Tradetron. So for Mr. Umesh Ranglani, I used to manage a fund through one of my strategies. At the same time, I look forward to understanding a lot more about you guys also. So if you guys can just give me a brief introduction about yourself, that will be nice. So anyone can start, please. So you can unmute yourself and probably start. Are you? Hi. Are you able to? Hello, Pradeep sir. Can you start?
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi. Good evening. Hi. Good afternoon.
Yeah. And I'm basically from Tamil Nadu, down south of India. Okay. I'm a trader since 2016, I think so. End of 2016.
Nice.
I was trading, I begin not as a trader, as an investor. Okay. Frankly to say, I don't get any kick in investing. Okay. This is the real thing. Many investors are converting into trading. Then when I started trading, little bit I started losing my capital. Sometimes I'm getting 10,000 as profit, but when I'm trying to make it big profit, I tend to lose more than 10,000. Or so you know that I'm not properly maintaining a risk-reward ratio, or not managing properly the money management and risk management, those things and all. Then I decided, okay, basically I'm a businessman. And I'm owing my own silver business. Okay. I'm silver leg chains and those things are manufacturing and selling on my own. I'm doing a wholesale business. So even my business is going good because I have a huge capital, like 28 crores capital in my business. But still, trading is my passion right from 8th standard when I was studying.
Nice.
Interesting fact is, I do trading right from 8th standard, but without telling my parents.
Wow.
Not trading, it's an investment. Okay, I bought some shares in equities. Okay, 10,000, 15,000, which I used my packet money. And once 10th standard I was studying, my parents got know that I am trading. उन्होंने बोल दिया कि ये सट्टा है. Okay.
Right.
A common
right.
thing. Every parents do think so. Okay. इतना मेरा parents मेरा मारा भी. That's the first and last time I get beaten from my dad. Okay. Then I thought, okay, we should not do. मैंने छोड़ दिया भी, but once I completed my undergraduated, when I started postgraduated, I think, okay, I can restart now, but not like childish game. It should be done properly. Then I started slowly, small investments. Anyway, it's going good. But when I came to trading, from investment to trading, I completely lost what the profit I made right from my 8th standard. Okay, not a big capital. I entirely lost 4 lakhs in and around, because I started with 10,000 in 8th standard. I made it 4 lakhs. when I was at 30, age of 30. Now I am 36.
Okay.
The entire capital is lost in some trading days.
Okay.
So then I got to know, okay, option is a thing which will get zero. In that time, I don't know that option will go to zero.
Right.
Okay, I thought option is getting a very good premium and a very good move. For an example, if I am buying ITC, for longer period, it is not moving. But in option, morning it is 80 rupees, evening it is 500 rupees. Then again, afternoon it is 500. Then evening it is coming again to 40 rupees. So when I saw the jigsaw within a single day, I tend to interested and I entered. But then I get to know, okay, Thursday is a day of expiry and little bit things I get to know. Then I started trading in option selling. Slowly I converted into option selling, and I asked my dad that I want to recover that loss. I entirely lost whatever the capital I used. Then he said, okay, the final chance I'm giving you 10 lakhs. But if you lose the capital, I won't worry, but you should not go to trading hereafter any time in your life. You get a promise from me. This happens at 2016 or end of 2016. Okay, then I started option selling, and I get to know, okay, we can able to strangle is the best strategy which I'm using. Currently, I'm not using strangle because I'm working in straddles and all. But as a beginner, I tend to use more strangles than straddles because it is very risk-free. I sell far out of the money, call and put, and making small bucks. And it took around 1 year to capture the whole 4 lakhs out of my capital of 10. Then I withdraw all the 10 lakhs and gave it to my dad and said, okay, I recovered my loss. Now hereafter, I will start using this 4 lakh. I don't want your capital hereafter. But even if I lose the capital again 4 lakhs, I will definitely won't trade hereafter. But now in 4 years, I using 4 lakhs, my capital is around 1 crore, near to 1 crore. Not exactly 1 crore, near to 1 crore.
Amazing.
But algo trading के लिए मैं अभी 1 साल से मैं कर रहा हूँ सर.
Okay.
Algo, yeah.
So do you have your strategies on marketplace or like have you?
Not in marketplace. I have 25 strategies with myself.
Okay, so it's you have your own strategies, or do you have it on Tradetron?
No. I created myself.
So okay, you have created strategies on Tradetron or your own on Tradetron. Okay, and have you published the strategies on marketplace or no? You're trading it all by yourself. Okay.
Because in Tradetron, I'm doing my own trading for past 1 year. Now I decided, okay, if I'm being successful, why don't I monetize my strategies? Even it has some मतलब selfish भी हूँ, मतलब मेरा strategy को पैसा बनाने का selfish भी है, and also some like people को भी कुछ मिल सकता है.
That's the whole point of even our marketplace, right? Where most of the creators, like all of the people who are joining right now, I believe that all of them have good strategies. So you are profitable, and the whole idea is that even some people can subscribe to your strategies, even they will be profitable, and you can take a part of that. So it's like a whole social trading kind of a platform where everyone can benefit from each other. So that's a proper logic to have. So there is no doubt about that. So that's a great thing. So yeah, okay. So that is this thing. So I just want to know, like, from everyone, by one, I want to know, like, what is your expectation from the course? So I will also give you a brief about what we are going to cover. So yeah, if you can just tell me, like, while joining this course, if you have such a certain expectations, right? That by the end of the course, you want to learn such and such a thing. If you can tell me now, that will be great.
Sir, I don't know how to publish in marketplace. Okay. The basic things I know that we have to publish in marketplace, because already I have made one publications, but I removed it because I don't know the exact procedure how to how to publish and how to make it monetized, how to convert my strategy into a public place. Okay.
Right.
Then I thought, okay, for this I need some solution. So then I check some ad on YouTube, like we have a proper course on how to make it in a marketplace in an effective way. Okay.
Right.
So then I
Right.
thought, okay, I don't want to trade, or I don't want to become a creator like a childish way. So I want to know the exact proper methods and methodology to do a proper business. Okay. So this is the only thing I came into this course to know, what is the exact and proper way to be a strategic maker to the public.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you are in the right place. So that is exactly what we are going to cover in depth. So we will talk about publishing the strategy and marketplace. We will talk about how we can monetize from our users, how to create invoices and everything in detail. Just once we finish up with the introduction, I will give you a lowdown of what we are going to cover in this entire course, so everyone will have a better idea. So thank you for this introduction, very insightful. So see, the more I get to know about you, accordingly, I will be able to assist you more. And this is not just like, a one-time or one course related thing. I am an employee of Tradetron. We service clients on a daily basis. So beyond this also, if you need any help, I will be just one phone call away. So I will help you out every step of the way. So be confident and I will help you out in anything that you need. That's all I can say. So yeah, let's move on to Mr. Adesh. Hello, Adesh sir. If you can just
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You
Okay.
can start your video also, or if you want to.
No, I don't have video on this laptop. I have it on the other
Not
one.
an issue. Not an issue, sir. So let me just note down your pointers as well, sir, so that we are better equipped. So
Okay.
yeah, sir. Please go ahead.
My name is Adesh Naik.
Yeah.
I'm from Karnataka. Right now, staying in Karnataka.
Okay.
I used to work in Middle East, and I have come home and work from home started from Jan 2020 onwards. So subsequently, I would be moving out of India again sometime this year in the next 3 months.
Okay.
So I am an active investor. Like I used to invest in buying equities somewhere around 2015 end in that time. Right, I'm still doing that. So that's a separate thing. So 2020 when I came in here, when we are working from home, there's a lot of time available. Right? So I was just exploring, okay, what's ongoing. Then you start getting these phone calls from those indoor based and all, like.
Correct. That happens all the time.
Yeah. Because you have a demat account, it starts. So I mean, they told me this trading, but I didn't get into that. I was just inquiring, okay, then there's time available. So I thought, okay, let me, invest some time in this, not the money part, invest time. Right.
Yeah.
So every day you get some other different call saying that you will get your capital doubled, and I was like, I'm not interested in that part. I was like, tell me what is, how does this work, trading? Because I didn't know ABCD of it.
Correct.
Right. So then I got to know. Then subsequently, if like anybody calls, even like when I saw Tradetron, the first thing I do is I go on the web and search as a background study that is Tradetron a real thing or is it a scam? For everything. Right? If I get when I got a call from Indore, that's the first thing I did. That go and search on the web that like you're getting calls from this. What is this? So on web you will get the entire story. That they'll scam you out and so that was the red flag. That's enough.
Very much so.
So we went out from there. Then I attended some good courses. Right. Like one is Shiv Kumar Jayachandran.
Yeah, Shivakumar. Oh, options. Yeah, he's a very big trader on Twitter. Yes, option buyer. Yes.
Yeah, right. So I almost spent a year with him.
Okay, that's nice.
Right. Then and I was not actively trading that much, but I constantly attended his classes, so that then subsequently I found out that okay, his style was whatever indicators or whatever he uses, that doesn't suit me.
Okay.
That doesn't suit me, but scalping suits me. Right? Because one thing I got to know was if you're option buyer, you need to be in and out quick.
Correct.
Right. So on that thing, then I was interested in. I did. Found or researched a lot and all that. Then subsequently, I came and stuck at pivot points.
Okay.
So that that was where like a turning point for me. Like I found out that okay, this is even if when I do selling as well, but that is also based on those, or even buying whatever I do is based on that. Even if I'm buying a stock. So that thing I learned is, whatever you do, stick to one thing, it will give you money.
Right, correct.
You blindly just every day mornings take one line or one indicator and tell I'll buy above this. End of the month you'll make money in that. Then that thing is for sure.
Yes.
Right? Just stick to one thing, and the main thing is okay, how much you're risking and how much you're getting out. That's
Discipline is very important. You're right.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then how I came to Tradetron was, I mean, I was doing well on myself, right? Then my brother's account, my mom, I mean, everybody opened a demat account. They told, okay, like I used to trade in my account today, my mom's account next day, and it was not like in terms of money, right? Because whatever I'm doing, I'm planning it for, right now I'm 34. I'm planning for the next, after 6 years, this is what I want to do.
Okay.
So I'll be spending my next 6 years in developing this, so that after 6 years I have something, because after 40 I don't want to work out. I mean, I don't want to go out and work.
Okay.
So this is basically the next career option. So see, I will be spending the next 6 years. Then in this year Jan, right? I told one of my friends that okay, you join me, I'll pay you a monthly pay, because when I'm trading in stocks, I wasn't able to handle so much. Because Nifty 50 you get so many alerts, right? In the software what I use, Spider, I get many alerts, so it was not possible for me to track and trade all those. So I hired a friend. I mean, I told him that I'll pay you a monthly pay, come over here. What happened is he comes like one day, second day he says I'm not available, third day he comes. So for me, I was like I cannot be relying completely on him. So that's when I started to look, okay, I mean, there must be something which we can automate. And subsequently in India, there are, I mean, I contacted most of the automatic trading groups, right? Algo Bulls and all those stuff. And in the meantime, I came to Tradetron, and here it said I can create my own strategy.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I said, okay, I mean, let me try it out. So it was to create my own. I mean, I was blank. I just went in. I saw, okay, there's a 1,400 rupees, 1,200 rupees plan you have.
Yes.
I said, okay, let me subscribe 1,200 and see. Whatever thing I'll explore first. Right? Once I realized that okay, Tradetron is not a scam, I said, okay, paying 1,200 doesn't make a difference. We'll pay for it.
Okay.
Then I went in. Then I started to build, and I saw your videos on YouTube. How you build a strategy and all. Then I realized, no, okay, it's not my cup of tea to build something, because when I'm building and I'm going out, it's real money. So then I contacted your customer care and I said, like, I have my strategy. I need somebody from your side to build it. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Because I mean, I felt that is much more wiser,
right?
Rather than me building something and testing it out, because I won't be knowing whether it's right or not.
Okay. Okay.
So then your guy built me a couple of strategies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you received the documents?
Yeah, I received. I will confirm about 10 to 15.
अच्छा ऐसा करिए
Yeah, I've just muted.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Please go ahead. Yes.
Then subsequently I built my strategies, right? So then one I built, which I tested, and it didn't work out that well. So it's still there. It's on paper trade mode. The other ones, which for Bank Nifty buying, what I built, I wanted to go live. Basically, it's only for me and my family members.
Okay.
In real market also to test, because before going out, I want to see whether on paper trade it gave money. One. Next, I wanted to see in live market with real money, does it give money or not? If it's making a loss, fine. I mean, but I wanted the loss to be within my known circle.
Right.
Because they trust me, and that's fine. If there is a loss or something, I mean, that's fine. But the thing happened was, in the creator plan, I could go with only 5 strategies outside, right?
Correct.
Initially, I put it as a private link and sent it out. The problem is, once they subscribe, if I want to go to marketplace, I cannot remove that and go to marketplace. I need to tell everyone to unsubscribe and all that stuff.
Right. You can do that. Okay. So you want to? Okay. Yes.
That's why what I did was, I said, okay, I mean, I'm leaving it I left it on marketplace, but once for all. But the guys who have subscribed or real deployment is only my family right now.
Okay.
And what I noticed was, I mean, most of the traders, like, who are losing, I attended many courses, right? 90% comes to your psychology part and risk management. Right? And computer is good at handling that, not me or anybody. Any top trader you take, I mean, he's a step less than the computer.
Right.
That's the reason I said, okay, no, let's all move to automatic. I mean, let computer do the thing. It's any time better than us.
Correct.
Like if the rules are clear, that's it. So that's then I came here and I've listed 3 or 4. I mean, just I think it's 1 week what I listed. So in this week it hasn't done so well, but that's fine. But I mean, I know in the long run it will be fine.
Okay, so you basically have put 4 strategies in marketplace is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, so basically now you're already on marketplace, and if I can just get to know your basically expectations from this course, like what is it that you want to know in detail, things like that.
No, I mean, I want to know that I have listed now. Okay, but there were many terminologies like high watermark, blah blah, all those stuff. Right? I haven't heard that before.
Right.
And also, if you like a channelized like a SOP kind of thing, how you go ahead. Like, right now, what I've done is I've just created something and left it out. And I told you why did I leave it on marketplace, because I could not go with the private link and then tell everybody to unsubscribe and all that.
Correct.
So that was difficult. So I left it on marketplace. Like even if outsiders are subscribing, I'm contacting them and informing them.
Okay.
Yeah, because you get a notification, right? He has subscribed live. So I contact them and tell that, okay, this is there. Right? It's under testing. So I would suggest not to do that, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I get your point. So basically you are saying that, you already put on marketplace and there are certain difficulties that you are having with regards to say certain terminologies and how to subscribe and unsubscribe, which we will be covering in detail. Okay, all right. So thanks for that. Now I know your requirement as well.
Right, thank you.
Let's move ahead. Ali sir, can you start? Hello. He told me that he was not in the proper network area, so I will just wait for some time. Okay, Alok sir, can you start?
Hello.
Hello, hi sir. Hi.
I am Alok Ranjan and I am from Patna, a place where very less people know about trading, and most of us tell that trading is a gamble. Don't do that, like that. My family also, initially my family was also saying like that, but I was having passion in this. And from last 10 years I am doing trading. Initially I was having a big loss, but anyway I was not I didn't
give up,
leave it, and I continued this, and during the Corona period, actually I lost my job, and I was having so much time with me, so I tried at that time in option selling, and at that time there was no issue of margin, so during on expiry days I was making good profit, around more than 1 lakh per expiry.
Nice.
But with the issue of what limit tightening, now we require 100% margin in that option selling, like that. So my profit was also decreasing, continuously decreasing.
Okay, yeah, because of the high margin, correct.
Yeah, because of high limit. So, but during that time, I was knowing that some people are doing algo trading, but since I am using ICICI Direct as my broker, and there was no tie-up between ICICI and
And
Tradetron.
Tradetron earlier, right?
Just like I think 2 or 3 months before ICICI Direct has got tie-up with Tradetron. From that time itself, I think I thought that now I can start algo trading, and initially I started with I think a plan of 300 plan, and initially I think there was very few backtest was allowed in that plan, and then within 5 days I used all those backtests. After that I purchased a higher plan, and at last I purchased 15,000 plan.
Okay.
Last month.
Okay.
And that gave me 200 backtest, and during that backtest I developed strategies. I developed I think from in my perspective very good strategies that is giving double digit return, and last month, I mean in February, I got Super Trader Award from ICICI.com.
Wow.
Super Trader Award for February month.
Okay.
Also from Tradetron, I got a certificate, profitable trader certificate.
Nice. Congratulations on that. Okay. And okay, so you already have strategies on marketplace now?
Yeah, I have more than 10 strategies, and all strategies are giving double-digit return.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and, so yeah, please go ahead.
This month, my strategies till now I'm not able to do that much, but yes, I am confident that my strategies will do very good, and now I'm thinking that if I can do this type of profit, I can generate this type of profit. Why not to publish these strategies on? Yes.
Very logical. Yeah.
Actually, within I think 1.5 months, I made a strategy, but how to place those strategies on marketplace? I mean, parameters, stats, and how to like you say sajana, how to
how to sell it, and okay, yeah, I got your point. So yeah, we will be covering that as well, how to publish. So those basic details we will be covering. Yes. So to publish in marketplace, how to promote also, and how to basically get more subscribers and things like that. We will discuss all those parameters.
It is well known that जो दिखता है वो बिकता है ना?
Correct. That is true. Yeah. So we will discuss these parameters based on which marketplace strategies we can.
So I have to put all those parameters in a beautiful way, so that by seeing the strategy, anyone could get the information about
the strategies. Correct.
Yes. So I need and I want that how to add those stats and how to monetize like that.
Okay. Yes, we will discuss that in detail, sir. Yes, for sure. Okay, thank you, sir, for the introduction. We will keep on discussing all of the issues that come up, and we will make sure that all your queries are solved, sir. Yes. Okay. Next is Vivid, sir. Can you please give us your introduction? Hello. I think okay. So Ali sir is a little busy, as he has written in the message. So we will wait for the introduction later on. And also Vivid sir, I think he's a little he may be also busy, so we will also wait for him. So yeah, before that, so let me talk about so what we are going to go through in this entire course, right? So like first of all, thank you all for giving that introduction. So the more I know about you, the more I will be able to help you. And even if the things that we discussed today are not what basically you're looking for, I know at least now that you are looking for certain things that will help you out. So I will give you individual attention as well, so that I will be able to solve each and everyone's query. So
Sir,
first of all,
can we have your number, please, so that
yes. So I will be at the end of the session, right? I will just give it to you right now itself. So this is my WhatsApp number. So you guys can note it down. So any point in time, just send a hi and also mention your name, so that accordingly I will also save your number. So accordingly we can keep in touch, and at any point in time you need any help, I will try my best to be available at any point in time. All right.
Just so once more, I couldn't.
I've written it on the chat on the right hand side. It's 9975.
Okay.
85.
Okay.
95.
Okay.
05.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, let me just take you through, like, what are we going to cover. So the main objective of this course is to basically give you a holistic and detailed information about the tools that are available in Tradetron to manage portfolios for yourself as well as your clients. So we will be discussing all the aspects related to handling clients and managing strategies in their accounts, right from strategy subscription till the invoicing part. So you will learn about how to get the clients as well as invoice them and monetize them. So at the same time, we will not be discussing about strategy creation or how to make the strategy more efficient and things like that, because that's the strategy creation part. Here we are focusing on how to basically monetize and how to manage the clients. So that will be the primary aim of this particular course. So we will also be focusing on how to handle clients in the best possible manner. Also, since this is the first batch, it's very likely that you may have questions at regular intervals. So we can keep this as an interactive session and you can keep on asking questions. I will try to fill in all the information that I have. Plus, if I'm not able to answer a particular question at any point in time, I will make sure that, like I've made certain notes of as per your introduction, I will make sure that I make those notes. I will get that information from our team and I will help you out according to that. Also for today, I will just discuss the course that we have decided for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So first of all, today we will discuss what is public and private strategies, and we will discuss the marketplace settings. Tomorrow, I will be discussing, basically I'm just giving you a format of what we are going to follow. So tomorrow we will be discussing 3 topics in detail. First is the all deployed page. So all deployed page is a very special feature in Tradetron, where if you have subscribers, right, then if they subscribe to any of your strategies, then in that case, it makes it very easy for you to monitor the trades that are happening in all your clients' accounts. So I will show you practically how it works. So you don't have to go to each and every client's account. From a very single page, you will be able to see all your clients. And according to that, you can manage and monitor the positions of all your clients. So it becomes very easy for you to handle your clients' positions as well, based on your strategy that they have subscribed to. The next is shared access code feature. So shared access code is a new feature that we have launched, where you can not only deploy strategies in your client's accounts, but also generate a token for them. Like, for them, once you have an approval from your clients that, yes, you can have access to my account. For example, most of you said that you might be wanting to manage your family's funds as well, or your friends' funds. So then you can simply take access of their accounts, their broking accounts, and those tokens can be automatically generated via Tradetron, and automatically trades will happen. So it's very convenient. We will explain that with example in detail. The next is the wallet settings that we will discuss tomorrow, where you can get to check the funds that you have received from in your account, in Tradetron account, from your subscribers. So whenever they pay based on the profits that your strategy has made for them, that will be automatically accumulated in your wallet in Tradetron. And then at a certain point in time, you will be able to withdraw it also at the end of the month. So according to that, you will see how you can monetize also. Next week, we will be discussing my subscribers page, as you might have seen on our website. So over there, you will be able to see how to manage a particular subscriber, how to send an invoice to a particular subscriber. If one of the subscribers doesn't pay even after getting the profit, then how you can send a message to them, send a reminder to them, and even if still they don't pay, then we can block them as well. So I will show you the entire process of that. Also, at the same time, I will show you what is the best way to actually get in touch with clients. Most importantly, in the last week, right? What we are doing as a part of this course is that we are connecting with successful strategy creators on our marketplace. Like if you see, there is this Algo Capital, there is a MarketStar, who are basically right now handling hundreds of clients in their strategies. So we are getting in touch with them, getting inputs and getting ideas from them about what is their success story. How are they going about it? What kind of services and how are they helping the clients? And also according to that, they are trying, how are they monetizing this particular tool in order to be beneficial for the subscribers as well as for themselves. So I will share all their inputs as well in order to become a better strategy creator. So those details also will be discussed with you in detail. So also it's important for us to know what is the strategy creators values, right? Like the money making should not be the only focus that a strategy creator should have. It's also about what kind of relationship that you build with the user. At times the user may be frustrated because markets are not always kind. What can happen is that sometimes it may be sometimes the strategy may be profitable, sometimes the strategy may not give profit. At that time the clients may get frustrated and they may want to they may be angered at us, but at the same time we have to be patient. We have to have confidence in our strategies as well, and we have to handle the queries of the clients in the most polite manner, because once you build that trust and once you build that confidence with the clients, then automatically the clients will stay with you. So in fact, if we follow that procedures, there are certain big strategy creators. I cannot disclose the name of certain strategy creators, but there are creators who actually handle an AUM of 20 to 25 crores and above that. So on Tradetron. So there is that kind of a potential that is available on Tradetron platform. So those are the things that are there, and those are the things that are important. So the reason why we have created this course is to make it a more formal and in a more organized manner, so that aspiring strategy creators can also not only learn from other strategy creators, but also learn the entire tools that are at their hand in order to basically take advantage of our platform. So for today, right? So for today, we will discuss about basically the marketplace settings that are there in the strategy creation page. And so let me just start off by sharing my screen to you. 1 second. Is my screen visible to you all? It's visible, right? Okay, great. So first of all, let me just tell you, like, this is a marketplace, which all of you are aware. In fact, this is the main page that all of you are interested in. So this is a marketplace. So over here, so when we look at this particular marketplace and different strategies that are there, right? As per different strategy creators, one question that comes to mind of a lot of strategy creators is that on what parameter or on what basis is this particular strategy on the first place, or is this particular strategy on the second place on this marketplace page? So there are different parameters that are there. Once again, so basically the parameters on which this particular ranking is judged, right, is there are total 4 parameters. First one is the ROI, return on investment. Second one is the Sharpe ratio. Third one is the number of live deployments, and the fourth one is the total AUM. So AUM is basically total assets under management. So out of this 180 deployments, if the total AUM is a certain amount of crores, right, and if that is higher than the other strategies, then this strategy will be on a higher number. So basically, if this strategy is on the number 1, then in that case, there are different weights that are assigned. So ROI will have certain amount of weight. There will be certain weight that will be assigned to Sharpe ratio. There will be certain amount assigned to the number of live deployments, and certain amount depending on the total AUM of the strategy. So all of these 4 factors combined, and based on the weights that are allocated, that is decided by internal management, this ranking is decided. So as of now, based on these 4 parameters, Bank Nifty Limited Capital, this particular strategy is at the top. Last week or last to last week, I think it was index premium meter. So maybe certain parameters have changed related to maybe ROI or maybe the AUM that is there. So according to that, because of that, the rankings can keep on changing. Okay, so as in when your strategy is subscribed by more and more people, as in when your strategy gets more and more subscribers based on the performance of the strategy, automatically your strategy will start moving from behind the pages till to the top of the screen. So as you can see, this strategy was created just 3 months ago, but since it has started performing well and it has given good returns, so many people are trusting this strategy, because of which it has started appearing on the first page now. Also, this strategy was created around 9 months ago. This strategy was created just 1 month ago. So according to that, so it's not that a particular strategy stays on this page and the other strategies are not regarded at all. So automatically, as and when, based on the performance and the parameters that we discussed, right, it keeps on changing. So I will also show you basically how the weights are affected, right? So for example, in order for the strategy to be visible on the first page, so for example, if your strategy has generated an ROI for the month of say 10,000 on a capital deployed of 1 lakh. Okay, so that is basically percentage wise your ROI is 10%. Okay, and the number of clients on 1x deployment is say 15. Okay, so now for example, so including that 15 deployment on 1x would be basically the total AUM that will be calculated for that strategy will be 15 lakh. This much is clear, right? So basically 1 lakh is the requirement of the strategic capital that is decided by you guys while creating the strategy. That is, a strategy creator mentioned that for this strategy you need to have 1 lakh as capital for deploying this strategy. Now, assuming 15 people have deployed your strategy, the total AUM, that is assets under management, would be basically 15 multiplied by your capital deployed. So that is 15 lakh. So now the question arises that, you know what, some people might reduce the capital in order to make sure that, you know, basically to generate a superior ROI, right? So for example, if I make this from 1 lakh, if I make this to 90,000, then automatically my ROI increases. It becomes 11%. Then the people will say that, you know what, if it is, if I reduce my capital, then automatically my ROI will increase, and then my strategy will start showing in front of the marketplace, in front of the this thing. But at the same time, as you can see, if the capital deployed is decreased, right, then your total AUM is also decreased by that amount. So earlier, when it was 1 lakh, that was the capital that was required, your strategy was returning 10%. But then the total AUM was 15 lakh, right? But if you reduce this to 90,000, then your ROI is increasing, but your total AUM is decreasing. So according to that, it will get set off. So that's the reason why we have put certain weightages for these different parameters, based on which we decide whether a strategy should be on the first page or on what rank, but basically your strategy will be visible on the marketplace. So I hope this is clear, right? If you have any questions, if you can ask me over here. So I will just answer that over here itself. So this is how basically the ranking works. You can open your mic and this thing, ask me the question, or if you have any this thing, you can just type it out. Can I assume that it is clear? So okay, can we move forward? Okay, yeah, please go ahead. Pradeep sir, if you have any questions, please go ahead.
Yeah. Is there any part like giving tags have any importance in making our strategy comes to front?
No. So basically, no. So basically, this tags, right? stats are to give you give the user an indication what this strategy is about. Like, if this strategy said that it's intraday, that means it is an intraday strategy. It is basically directional plus option selling type of a strategy. That's why it's earn theta. So you can event-based volatility. So it can be a directional strategy, and based on so what this strategy basically does is, I think it sells one lot of option or something like that with a hedge. So with that, that is basically what is described through this stats, but it doesn't at all impact the ranking of the strategy or what it is. It is only for the users to know what kind of parameters are important for this strategy. But that is not a factor in knowing how your strategy is seen on the marketplace. So for strategy to be visible on marketplace, 4 parameters are considered. First one is ROI, second one is Sharpe ratio, third one is the number of live deployments, and the fourth one is the total assets under management. So more people, once they start deploying your strategy, they get better returns, and automatically your strategy starts showing up on the top of the marketplace. That way. Is that clear?
And if possible, can you briefly explain what is Sharpe ratio? Because
absolutely,
I'm little bit confused on that thing.
Absolutely. So basically, Sharpe ratio is a Hello.
How these parameters come on the screen, like ROI, trades, drawdown, Sharpe ratio? These 4 parameters. How these 4 parameters come?
Okay, all right. I will just show you. Okay, all right. So I will just explain these 4 parameters also.
Okay. Yeah, that is coming. These 4 parameters, how these 4 parameters become visual on the screen?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, first of all, ROI, right? So as you can see, this based on the gross P&L rolling 21 months. So since the beginning of the strategy, right? So this strategy was created say 3 months ago. Okay. So from in the past 3 months, this strategy is given a return on investment, that is the gross return, based on the capital that is mentioned by the strategy creator. So as you know, if you're creating a strategy, we have an option of putting the capital that is required for the strategy, right? So capital deployed. So I'll just show you over here in create. If I go to create, in advanced settings, so we have this capital required, right? So over here, if I mention 90,000, it will show us 90,000. If I put it as say 3 lakh, it will show us 3 lakh. So that is basically the capital that is mentioned over here. Okay, and that is as per the discretion of all of the strategy creators. So that is when strategy creator says that this strategy requires 90,000, this ROI will be the gross ROI that is calculated based on this capital. Okay, so that is clear, right? So basically that is for everyone, it's the same. So basically this is the return on investment in the past 3 months, right from the beginning. On this much capital, this strategy is given 52% as returns. Second part also I will explain you. This is basically trade cost. So over here, as you can see, in the last 1 month, this strategy has taken 214 number of trades. And based on now, for example, Zerodha and most of the brokers today, they charge 20 rupees per trade, right? So basically in the past 1 month, this has taken 214 trades. And if you multiply that by 20, your brokerage cost comes to 4,300. So that's what the trade per costs mean. The third one is drawdown. So drawdown is basically the maximum amount of loss that the strategy has created from the highest peak profit point. So for example, if this strategy has generated a profit of say 1 lakh. So from say 10,000, it went to 20,000, 20,000 to 30,000, and like that constantly it has made profits till 1 lakh. And from 1 lakh, it started facing losses. From 1 lakh, it came down to say 99,000. Third day, it came down to 97,000. Fourth day, it came down to 95,000. And from 95,000, again, it started moving up, 93, 94. So basically from 1 lakh, maximum loss that it has faced was till 95,000, right? So that is 5% loss. So that is basically the drawdown ratio. That's from the highest peak profit point from the beginning of the strategy. From the highest peak point of the profit that the strategy has generated, how much has the strategy lost from the highest peak point? That is your drawdown. Okay. I hope that is clear. Any doubt over here? Yeah. So that is,
Sharpe ratio.
Yeah, Sharpe ratio. Yeah.
Actually,
so basically, please go ahead.
These parameters, you are saying that these parameters will appear automatically
Yes, because see what happens when you publish a strategy on marketplace, right? The strategy gets automatically deployed on Tradetron terminal also, right? So this strategy, so when we say paper trading deployment, so all of the marketplace strategies are deployed on Tradetron internal server also, correct? So this strategy, when it says that it was on December 2nd, this was the profit. This is the profit on the internal paper trading deployment of Tradetron, correct? This is not in somebody else's account. So based on that, these numbers are generated. So drawdown is calculated based on these figures that are generated.
Also, I published my strategy for only 10 minutes, but I was not able to get that curve statistics.
Yeah. So yeah, basically because this curve, no sir, when did you deploy the strategy on marketplace? How many days before?
I think 5 to 6 days before.
Yeah. So it takes about 2 weeks, sir, to start. So once it is started, right? So once you deploy a strategy or publish the strategy on marketplace, right? It takes about few days, like 6 to 7 working days it takes in order to start showing the parameters. Okay, so if for example now it's around 1 to 1.5 weeks that you have posted, right? So by the end of this week, if you don't start seeing these parameters, no, then let us know, because it will automatically start showing once that particular deployment is done. And also you have deployed this strategy on paper trading, right? Because there needs to be at least one paper trading deployment for the charts to for the data to get recorded. So if the strategy is a marketplace, but if no one is deployed, then that can be a problem. So make sure that when you publish a strategy on marketplace, also deploy the same strategy in paper trading in your account. Okay, sir.
Okay.
That is clear, right? Because once you start deploying it in paper trade, that means Tradetron will start recording the data, and then automatically based on the performance on a daily basis, the chart will be created. Okay.
And also some strategy, I see people are showing a backtest for 12 months and
correct,
more than 6 months like that. So
yeah,
are they just
so that is backtest. So backtest is different. So this is basically from the live when the strategy was published on marketplace, right? How is this performing on a daily basis? So if you see, this is the March 17th date, right? This is March 16, March 15, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is how it is performing on a live basis. Backtest is basically how the strategy might have performed based on the backtest report that is generated. So you can backtest the strategy separately, and then you can publish the strategy over here. So like, maybe some other strategy creators, for example, Index Premium Meter, they might have published their backtest report. So you can watch that backtest report, and then you can create that kind of a backtest report over here also. So that's not an issue. On Tradetron also, you can publish that report to basically let the users know that, what, in backtest also, this strategy is performing well. And in the live trading also, this strategy is supposed performing, your strategy is performing well. So according to that, they will give much more, they will get much better idea of your strategy that way. Okay. So, but those are two different things. This is basically live deployment. And what you are saying, backtest is also a separate report. So once you get that backtest report, you can include that in your strategy description also. So many people do that as well. Okay.
Also, one more thing.
Yes.
When I was seeing Algo Edge, Bank Nifty Limited Capital, they were showing trade wise at what time, what trade, how many trades are taken like that. So
yeah,
all strategies
so no, not necessary. So for example, if you deploy this particular, I'll just show you. If I subscribe to this strategy, right? For just demo purpose, I will show you that, I will, let me just subscribe. So now I have subscribed, right? So I will go to my strategies. And I'll go to subscribe. And I will deploy this strategy. So once I deploy this strategy in paper trading, right? So over here, so similarly, like, this strategy was started from 3rd of December, right? So whenever you even your strategy that you have created, right, you will get to see that this particular strategy for Bank Nifty Limited Capital, you will see this previous counters. So like on a daily basis, how this strategy
I'm not
is
seeing that in a strategy itself. Below the stats curve, below stats curve,
this one, right?
But
so this is trading history.
Trading history is not visible in each and every strategy.
Correct. Right. Yeah, I will show you that. That is what we are going to discuss today in the marketplace settings. How you can make this visible and how you can stop users from seeing this. Okay. So there is a way to do that. So I will just show you how to go about it also. Okay. So that is at the latest. I'll just show you. Today we will discuss that also. But let me just finish this part. Now, since we were at drawdown, after drawdown, we will discuss what is Sharpe ratio. So Sharpe ratio is basically the efficiency ratio of how good your strategy has been performing with regards to per unit of risk. So basically, the formula is like this. So expected return of the portfolio minus the risk-free rate. So risk-free rate is what you get on your fixed deposit. So for example, if Bank Nifty, a bank is giving you 5% as your fixed deposit return. So that is your risk-free rate divided by the standard deviation. That is the unit of risk. Normally, if your expected return is greater than 2, that is basically if the Sharpe ratio is greater than 2 as compared to unit of risk, then that's a good Sharpe ratio. So basically, when we say Sharpe ratio of 6, what it means is that this strategy is giving you basically 6 times the returns of every unit of risk that you're taking. So for example, if you're taking a risk of 1,000 rupees, then for every 1,000 rupees, this strategy will be giving you 6,000 as profit. So that is basically how Sharpe ratio is basically derived. And on an average, on a long-term basis, this is just 3 months, right? So if you see for a longer-term strategies, right, the Sharpe ratio is usually a little lower. Because what happens is that, see, for example, this is 1 year ago, strategy Sharpe ratio is around 2.95. See, this was 3 months, maybe for some strategies, right? Longer the Sharpe, this thing, right, period, see 9 months, the Sharpe ratio comes down. Because what happens is that your period increases, your unit of risk might increase, and then on a longer term, you might not sustain that twice, 6 times, 7 times return on the strategy. You're getting it, right? So basically, Sharpe ratio is essentially basically expected return of the portfolio divided by the risk that you're taking for that particular return. So that is the efficiency of the strategy. And on an alternative investment basis, right, on a long term, the big fund managers like Medallion and all this top-notch big like Blackstone and all, right, normally they say that as per the industry standard, right, or if you have a Sharpe ratio of 2 or higher on a longer term basis, that is a very good Sharpe ratio. What it means is that for every unit of risk you're taking, you're generating twice the return. So if I'm losing 1,000, and if you're giving me, the strategy is giving me 2,000 rupees as profit on a long-term basis on a bigger capital, that is a very, very good return. I hope this is clear. Any questions over here? Okay. So that is basically the Sharpe ratio, and then the number of live deployments. So
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Kindly see the text also, chat, sir. We are asking questions on chat and you are not seeing that.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay. I did not see that.
And it's okay. I'm Kiran from Chennai. I have few doubts. Where to see that AUM?
AUM, sir, see that particular parameter, right? That's a secret because we cannot show that. This is basically what the data that we make visible for the users, right? Is basically the live deployment, how many people have deployed live, in order to generate that kind of a confidence in the customer that yes, you can deploy this strategy. But how much? So for example, one particular person out of this 180, one person might be deploying it on just 1x capital, like in 90,000. But there will be some client who would be deploying this on 10x. So you might be deploying it on 9 lakhs. So according to that, but how much is every individual deploying it at, right? We cannot disclose that amount because that is private property of that private data.
For our clients, we can see, we can't see, right?
For
our clients.
Yes, for your users, right? When they deploy your strategy, then in that case, yes, on all deployed page, you will be able to see what is the amount that they are deploying in your strategy. Because based on that only your invoice will be generated. No, sir. So for example, if some client is generating, deploying it on 90,000, for 10% profit, it will be around 900 rupees. But if someone is deploying it on 9 lakhs, then that will be 90,000 as his profit sharing, right? So that will be
okay. In which page I can see that?
So that is the all deployed page. So we will see that in detail, but I will just show you as a glimpse right now, just to show, give you an idea of how that is visible, right? I will just show you 1 second. Okay, yeah. So this is the one. So I will go to this all deployed page. Now, once people have deployed your strategy, you will get to see like this. So for example, this strategy of mine, Falcon Heavy, right? This is deployed by 2 friends of mine. So this is Josefa's deployment. He has deployed it in Zerodha on 1x, and this is his counters of the previous trade. This is on live offline mode. So whenever he goes live, right? If he has deployed it live, you can see like this also. This is another friend of mine. Her name is Geeta. She has deployed her strategy on 1x in a Kotak Securities account. And you can see that these are the trades that are taking place in each and every client. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Actually,
please go ahead.
Actually, plenty of subscribers are there, but I just want to know how are they deployed live or paper, or how to know that?
Yeah.
How many paper deployed?
Yeah, over here.
How many paper deployed? How many live auto?
No, paper trading deployments are not visible, sir. Because paper trading deployments, what happens is that now anyone can deploy in paper trading. But for you, when it is important is that if someone has deployed it live, right, or on live auto 1 click, then it will be compulsorily visible for you, because you have to generate invoice on that. Correct? So it will not go unnoticed. So whenever any client deploys your strategy, either live offline or live auto or live auto 1 click, then you will get to see the actual profit that is generated by them like this in their account from your page itself. So from here, 1 page, you will be able to see all of your clients together who are actually trading in your strategy live. So according to that, and I will give you all detailed information about this page in the next session, because I will show you how to handle your clients also from this page. So this is just to give you an idea, like, you will be visible, you will be able to see all the details of your clients. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So that is basically about the deployment part. So this part is clear to you, right? I hope I'm clear on this part, that ROI, drawdown, sharp and live deployment, and AUM is basically what decides based on which your strategy is visible over here. Okay.
Sorry again. I just explain how the Sharpe ratio is calculated.
Yeah. So Sharpe ratio, if you want to see, I'll just open it in Google also.
Yes, I seen in Google, but it looks different in Tradetron.
No, so the formula is the same actually, sir. Basically, it's basically your expected return of the portfolio minus the risk-free rate divided by the standard deviation. So that's basically in simple terms, right? It's basically for per unit of risk, how much is the return that you are expecting and how much is the return that is generated by the strategy. So for 1,000 rupees of loss, you are getting 6,000 rupees of profit. That is basically, in simple terms, that is your Sharpe ratio. Okay, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So for 1,000 rupees, how much they'll get? So 600 rupees.
6,000. So that's 6 times, right?
6 times. Okay.
Yeah, because that is the ratio, no? Expected return divided by your unit of risk. Divided by risk. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that is how basically these parameters are basically calculated. So this is done. Now let's move on to something that is interesting and something that is important that this session was about. That is our marketplace settings. So all of you know that this is basically a strategy creation page, right? And this is basically advanced settings I'm sure you have used. But let us discuss about how to go about the marketplace settings. So for that, let me just open my strategy. I will go to this strategy. Let me just go to this place. So now we are at marketplace settings. So for example, initially this will be no. So I will discuss each and every parameter over here. So first of all, what is a public strategy? So public strategy is when you want to share your strategy to your friends or the general public on marketplace. So in order to do that, initially your settings of the strategy will be like this. So all I have to do now, in order to either share it with the clients or to put it on the marketplace, I will have to change this to say yes. So once I make this yes, then automatically this strategy will be visible on marketplace. So if I want to publish on marketplace, I will put it on marketplace. Or if you change this to yes, then what it means is that your subscribers with private link only. Like initially we were discussing when we started off, that if you want to share your strategy only with your family and friends and don't want to publish it on marketplace of Tradetron, then you have to select these two options. That you have to make your strategy selected public strategy as yes, and you have to select this as yes. The subscribers with private link only should be yes. Or if you want to publish it on marketplace, then you have to select this portion, that is publish to marketplace. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear, right? If you can just type it out there. Okay, great. So this is basically the first part where you can decide. So I'll just show you, for example, I'll just publish this to strategy to marketplace. I will click on update. Okay, I will close.
Nelson, I have one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
If I make it as a private link first, right, and I share it outside, can I change it to the same strategy to marketplace later on?
Yes, you can do that. So basically, but the thing is, you will have to take a plan, right? So because it's published to marketplace, marketplace is available only for the creator plan, that is 5,000 plan and above, right?
Fine.
But private link is available for 2,500 plan as well.
Yeah.
So
my point is, like in creator plan, you have 5, right? You can publish to marketplace 5. Right. So if say the first I make 5 strategies and I make them as private link and I share it with outside with the persons whom I know.
Right.
Then subsequently I want to take the same strategy to marketplace, but so I'll have to ask them to unsubscribe the private link one, or
no, you can just publish this to marketplace also.
Because when I tried it last time, it didn't allow me. That's why I asked.
It should allow you to do that, or it's probably our backend team should be able to help you with that particular part. So yeah, so I will just note this down. I'll just confirm this with my manager also. But you should be able to do that. But if you have a creator plan, right, then in any case, they might have to just unsubscribe and deploy it again from the marketplace. That's not an issue at all. Okay. So yeah, just one second. Marketplace as private link. Okay, there might have been a bug or something, but I will confirm this with my manager and I'll let you know about this part.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, this is basically a publish on marketplace. So we will just go to say marketplace and we will search for this strategy. This is basically what it says, John Stewart, right? So see, now this strategy has been published on marketplace and it's already visible on marketplace. It was created 4 months ago with live deployment. This is clear, right? I hope this part is clear. Pradeep sir, I guess you had query on this particular part. I hope this is clear.
Sir, clear, sir.
This is clear, right?
Also, SERP ratio is showing 0%, and I think one more parameter is also showing 0.
No, I did not. Sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Here also, SERP ratio is showing 0%.
Yeah. So I will discuss all these parts later on, sir. Each and every parameter I will discuss. Okay.
Sir, one more thing. If I publish some strategy on marketplace and I want to give advantage of some selected people, like my friends, so how can we do that?
Advantage in the sense you don't want to charge them anything.
Yeah. For some.
Yeah, that you can give coupons. That I will explain you in the later stage, sir. Okay. So yeah.
For some person only.
Specific people. Yeah. So we can create coupons like that. So for example, you can share that coupon code. I will show you how to create that coupon also in the next session. Okay. So as in when we proceed, you can make these notes like these are the questions that you have, and we will be addressing those questions. Okay, sir. So there is a way to generate a coupon where you will be able to give that only to a specific client. Okay. So, and only once he uses that coupon, then he will not be able to, then he doesn't have to pay you, but other clients will have to pay you in that case. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so there is a way to do that. So there is this thing. So there is second part is monthly fee. So for example, as you can see, now we have put this on marketplace, right? It is showing as this thing, monthly fee is free, and this thing, a variable fee is 25%. So what I can do is I can put say monthly fee as 5,000 over here, and variable fee as say 20%. Okay, and I will just update this strategy. So what it will do is, in marketplace also, it should ideally take me. See, so now over here, automatically, what it is saying that in order to subscribe to this strategy, you have to basically first pay me 5,000 and then 20% as variable fee. So I hope you know both, all of you know what is the difference between a monthly and variable fee. In any case, I will explain it to you. So monthly fee, right? This is the fee that the user needs to pay to you before using your strategy. So in order to, for example, if this is 0, right, then it will show us free as we just saw. So anyone will be able to subscribe to the strategy, and only if they deploy it live in their account, and then based on the profit that is generated, then you will be able to charge 20% on that profit from them. But if you put as say 5,000 or say 100 rupees as the fixed fee, right, then any client who comes to your strategy and wants to try your strategy, he will first have to pay this fixed fee amount. Then only he will be allowed to use your strategy or subscribe to the strategy. Else he won't get that option. That is okay, right? So that is basically the difference between monthly fixed fee and variable fee. And this gets on repeating every month. So this is basically on every month. This is the returns that this is basically the charge that you have to pay for using the strategy. So that is monthly fixed fee and variable fee. Now next is this part. This is the minimum maximum multiplier. So here you can decide that, you know what, if you want to allow your clients to deploy this particular strategy only on a certain multiplier level. So multiplier, you know, right? So basically when we say 1x multiplier, if you have created a strategy that is say buying one lot of Bank Nifty option. So on 1x multiplier, it will be buying one lot only of Bank Nifty option. But if I change this to say 5x, then what it will do is, instead of buying one lot, this strategy will buy 5 lots of Bank Nifty option. So that is multiply. It is basically multiplying the quantity in which you are trading. So here, if you want to set a certain condition that all your users can have between say minimum of 1x till 100x. So if you don't want your users to trade this strategy over and above 5x, okay, more than 5 lots at one time, you don't want them to charge or trade in. Then in that case, it will not allow the user to basically deploy the strategy on more than 5x capital. So according to that, you can normally people keep it as 100x only. It's as default. So normally we don't tinker with it. But if you want to restrict that kind of a deployment, then you have that option to do that for your strategy when you are publishing in the marketplace. I hope this is clear. Any question here? Let me just check the chat. As my side okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Yes, we are Ali sir, we are recording. 1 second. Yes, we are recording. Yeah, okay. So that is one thing. So if this part is clear, then great. The next part is display the positions to non-subscribers. So this is what we were. Yeah, you had some query, Pradeep sir?
Sir,
yeah, please.
One doubt, sir.
Yes.
For an example, if we take Bank Nifty, okay,
yes.
1,200 quantity is the freezing limit. Okay.
Correct.
So it got 48 lots in a time. So you can't make more than 48 lots in a single trade. Okay.
Correct. Right.
How come if a subscriber is making 100 lot as their live deployment? Okay.
It will not go, sir. The strategy will go in error execution.
This is the important doubt I want to ask.
Yes. Because see, if the exchange any point in time, right? If there is a this is basically the structure or the system that is suggested in Tradetron. But if the SEBI has certain rules that, you know what, you cannot buy over and above 1,200 quantity at all. That is there in Nifty options also and Bank Nifty options also. I think Nifty is around 2500 or something like that.
No, 1800.
1800, correct. Yeah, 1800. So yeah, so over and above that, if you try to deploy it, then automatically the trades will be going in error execution. It will not place the orders.
It may go in tranches like 25%, 20% in one tranche. It will only buy 20%.
Yeah. So in that case, you can do that. That is true. So for example, over here in tranching, right? Instead of say if you want to trade say 2000 lots, then you can do this as 25% every say 1 second. So what it will do is first it will say out of say there are 2000 lots that you want to buy. Then first it will trade say 500. Then again it will trade 500. Then third time 500 and fourth time 500. So every 4 seconds there will be 500 ka lots that will go. That you can do. That is a good point, Alok sir.
Sir, one more question. Will we get a recording of these classes?
Yes. So yeah, I am already recording this. So you will be able to get the access of this recording. Okay. Yeah. Yes, please go ahead, sir. Sir, yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry for disturbing again and again, sir.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Please go ahead.
One important doubt. I have 25 strategies in my portfolio. Sorry, in my strategy place. But most of the strategies are designed by myself. But particularly 5 or 6 strategies designed by my friend. Okay. He designed, he coded all the strategies and he made a private link, private link like that.
Okay.
Then he copied the strategy into my account.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Now, what is the doubt is, he's a creator plus plan person.
Okay.
My friend is a creator plus plan. He made the strategy as a public strategy and made it as a private link. And he also made it as a allow others to duplicate the strategy. Then he duplicated it to my account. Okay, sir.
Okay.
In this way, I got that strategy. Now, what is the doubt is, if he's converting his creator plus plan to normal plan, his strategies will get blocked. Okay.
Correct.
For an example, he's not paying his subscription next month on Tradetron.
Correct.
His account will block all those strategies.
Correct.
In that case, will my strategy also get blocked?
No. So see, when you duplicate the strategy, right, what happens is that entire template gets copied in your own account. Now that is your strategy.
Okay.
So that's his deployment is different. His own account. And once you duplicated it, that means you made a copy of that and your deployment is separate now in your account. So you can actually edit the parameters also. You can make any changes that you want in that particular strategy and it will work separately in your account. So that's how it works.
And another key point is, I know that I can able to edit, but for an example, the same person who is who is publishing his strategy to marketplace, and the same strategy is copied to my account.
Okay.
So the basic strategy is in marketplace already available.
Right.
I didn't edit even a comma in that coding. Okay. Will I to able to publish my strategy because both of the strategies same? It's like a clone.
Yeah. So if you can change your strategy name and publish it on the strategy on marketplace, still it will be there. No. So
is this legal?
Yeah, basically because see that's the reason. No, see over here when allow others to duplicate the strategy. If you are saying this, yes, that means you're giving the authority to copy your strategy, right?
Yeah, okay.
So that means basically your choice that you're telling that other people can copy my strategy and then what they do, you don't have any control over that.
Okay.
So it's like that. Yeah. So basically that's the reason why we have given you an option that if you want to basically allow, if you trust someone, right? That is your family and friends, and if you want to deploy the strategy in their account, then you can let them copy. But if you give it to anyone, then what they do is not under your control. That way. Okay, sir.
Fine, sir. I want to ask, should I change any coding or else I can able to publish it as it is?
You can do that. You can do that. Publish as it, but that will be then your strategy. And then you need to know what are the parameters of that strategy because it will work according to that.
And also another thing, sir, I am seeing a little error in my Tradetron website. Whenever I have a strategy which will deploy, which will fill the entries on 9:20 exactly. Okay, it's a short strategy. For an example, I'm telling. when it is get deployed in paper trading, not in live, okay, in paper trading. But when I go and check the paper trading data, it is showing like 1040.
No, so yeah, we'll have to check that. So basically, the trade might have happened at the wrong time, or this thing.
Trade got triggered in. I'm talking about paper trading, sir. The trade is triggered at 9:20. I'm
9:20.
In live. I'm checking the trades. Trade
Okay.
is not empty.
Okay.
Okay, but when I touch and go inside the details, it is showing the leg entry have been taken at 10:40, but the current time is 9:20.
No, we will have to check the logs in that case, sir. So in any case, so once we are done with this, probably you can just send me the strategy ID. I will check the logs with our team and we can explain it. There will
I asked with one of my friends. He said your Tradetron time setting is something wrong.
That also happens. Yes, sir. So for example, there are
strategies showing 1.5 hours.
Okay. Then there is a time issue. Then yes, then that can be a time issue. Correct. Yes. So basically, so there are different time zones, right? There are people who are sometimes from Doha, Qatar, and all. So for them, the time zone is different. So even if it's a 9:15 at our place, the time zone is different over there. So because of that, the trade time shows us separate. It's like that.
My friend time is showing perfectly. I'm also in India. He's also in India. But
yeah, maybe because some setting might have changed. But yeah, our team can change it from the backend, sir. So yeah, if you have it, let me know later on. I will get that fixed. Yeah, okay. So that is
one general question is there, sir.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Actually, I have one strategy which is working perfectly in paper trading and live trading, but it is not giving any data in backtest.
Yeah, so in backtest it can happen. So backtest, what happens is that if it's working fine in paper trading and all, right, then we will have to check the data based on the entry and exit. So if there are certain, and see in backtest, for example, there is a VWAP data or a stock options data or the Greeks data is not available. Okay, so because of that, there can be an issue if those parameters are there in your thing. So MCX stock options and even MCX, that data is not available in backtest.
Stock options, yeah.
Yeah, so stock options data is not available in backtest. So that is the reason why that backtest is coming out empty then. Okay, sir. So it's basically the backtest is available. So there is this thing. Let me just show you. Now, please read this blog all about backtest on Tradetron. So this link, right? So over here now we have given those details before deploying any strategy in this thing. In backtest, make sure that you read this blog, because this will give you basically the data of all the functions that are there in backtest. I will just put it in the chat anyway, so you can read this blog. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. So that is about the backtest. So let me just continue now. So display positions to non-subscribers. So yeah. So I will just show you what it means. So for example, this strategy, right? There is this one strategy 45945. 45945. So see, I will just first of all, I'll go to my strategies. I will unsubscribe to this strategy. So I'm just trying to give you an example for this parameter, what it does. So display positions to non-subscribers. So for example, right now, assuming that this is the strategy that I have not yet subscribed, right? So this is not yet subscribed. So if you go to the bottom, then you will see that there are no positions, previous positions of the strategy, right? Like what type of a trade it has taken. It is not visible below this. Okay. So basically, when you click on this and you say that display positions to the non-subscriber should be no, that means it will not show any kind of trades that the strategy has taken previously over here. Okay. But once I subscribe to this strategy and I change this to, if someone changes this to yes, right? Then in that case, what will happen is once I subscribe to this strategy, then you will see that below this, below this chart, now this trading history is also available. You're getting the difference, right? So you will be able to see these trades also if you have selected this particular option. So displays positions to non-subscribers. If it is no, then unless and until someone subscribes to your strategy, you will not be able to, the subscriber will not be able to see this trade. Only when he subscribes, then only he will be able to see the trades that are generated by his strategy. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, sir. So,
okay, great.
So when we subscribe any strategy, then we will definitely be able to see that trading history.
See the trading history, correct, yes. So unless you are subscribed, then only you will be able to see, else you will not be able to see. That's what it means. Okay. The next is invoice frequency for the variable fee. So this is important. So for example, when you are generating, if you put up a strategy on marketplace, right, there will be an invoice that you will be generating, right? So Tradetron allows you to generate an invoice for the client on a per month frequency or per quarter or per 6 months. And this is the minimum, per month is the minimum frequency of the variable fee or the invoice frequency that you can charge. So what I mean by that is there is one difference in this, that for example, if on say 19th of March, today, if someone subscribes to your strategy, okay, then you will be able to charge that particular client anytime for invoice. First invoice can be charged anytime. So for example, if a client has deployed this strategy on 19th and on 24th, if this strategy has generated a profit of say 5,000, and you decide that, you know what, for past 4 days, the strategy has given good returns and I want to charge this client for 5% profit based on the 5,000 profit that he has generated. So then on 24th, you will be able to create one invoice. That is the first invoice. Okay. So on 24th, assuming today's 19th he deployed, and on 24th, if you generated an invoice for him to pay the variable fee or for the profit generated for the past 4 days, then after 24th, the next invoice that you will be able to charge him will be only after 1 month. You're getting me, right? So basically, first invoice will be based on just 3 to 4 days. Okay, at any point in time. The first invoice, you can charge them at any point in time, like, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, or after 1 month, that's fine. But from the second invoice onwards, it will calculate at least 1 month as time. Yes, please, sir. You go ahead.
Suppose someone has subscribed one strategy, and before generation of invoice, that person has unsubscribed. So in that case, what will happen?
No, so still that invoice will be generated. So anytime a particular user say deploys your strategy, right, live in their account, then they might be able to unsubscribe the strategy, but they will not be able to delete the data. So that invoice will automatically be generated. So if he has actually earned a profit of 5,000, right, then he cannot see. Once the user deploys the strategy, if it's your own strategy, you can delete the deployment, but the user cannot delete the deployment. He can only archive. So when you archive, right, that data stays with Tradetron. Okay, when it's a marketplace strategy, you cannot delete the deployment. You can only archive the deployment. So basically, if the client has actually used this strategy, made 2,000 rupees profit, now just because he doesn't want to trade in this, if he has archived the strategy and unsubscribed, still that invoice amount will be there. So you can still charge him that invoice amount. Okay, sir. This is clear, right?
Deletion of strategy is not possible.
Yeah, deletion of your own, if it's your own strategy, if I have created one strategy, then I can delete it. But if it's a marketplace strategy created by some other strategy creator, then the user who uses that strategy is not able to delete that. He can only archive it, because archived data stays with Tradetron. If you delete it, then automatically all your previous trade data will also go, right? So Tradetron doesn't allow that, because the invoice needs to be generated based on the actual profit and loss made by the strategy user. Okay.
Suppose I don't want some strategy after subscribing, and I want to delete. So how can I delete it? It will be forever in my.
No. So once you pay the invoice, right, it will automatically go. No. So if the user it will only be there till the time you have to pay your invoice. So there will be a pending invoice message that you will get. So for example, 2,000 is the profit sharing that you have to do. Once you pay the invoice, then you can unsubscribe the strategy and it will automatically disappear from your account. Okay. Yeah.
And
yeah, please go ahead.
Some user don't want to pay the.
Yeah, so see, basically because what happens is also invoice related that is there. So basically because see, there is no rules and regulations from SEBI as such with regards to charging the invoice, right? So as of now, it happens on goodwill purpose. So that's the fact, because as of now, SEBI doesn't allow any kind of monetization. There is no rules as such that you know what you can charge because these are all not SEBI registered advisors, right? So you need to have, because you need to be a SEBI registered advisor in order to charge fees and all. But this is algo trading, and still they are working on a certain rules and regulations with regards to charging fees and collection of fees. But as of now, that is not finalized. So you cannot actually say that you're going to charge certain amount of fees and you're going to hold him accountable. That is not possible, sir. So it's based on goodwill. So what you can do is basically, instead of charging variable fee, right? Instead of charging variable fee, there is one option that you have, that you can put a monthly fixed fee. So for example, if you put say 500 rupees as monthly fixed fee, then in order to use your strategy, first of all, you will have to pay 500 rupees as your this thing. As a fee. So that will be your basically fixed this thing of charges. Okay, and then you can later on maybe issue a coupon to him if he wants to further use the strategy. That you can do. Okay, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Pradeep sir, you had some question. Please go ahead.
Sir, I got a doubt, but it got cleared because someone have asked the same doubt regarding the fund. If any of the user don't want to pay.
Yeah, they don't want to pay. So basically, that's the reason why. So as of now, because we cannot basically force anyone to pay, right? Because there are no regulations. So it's on goodwill. But at the same time, like I said, if you don't want to take that risk, right? If you want to just have some genuine investors only in your strategy, then you can simply keep the fixed fee first of all. Like, you know, if you want to subscribe to my strategy, first pay me 500 rupees, and then later on I can issue you discount coupon or things like that. But first of all, you have to pay me. That means he is a genuine user. That way.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. So that way. So that is basically this part, invoice frequency. Second is allow others to duplicate your strategy. So you know this, right? So for example, what I will do is now, in this strategy itself, what I will do is I will make this strategy to, as of now, it's no, right? So close. What will happen? I will show you right now. One second. So marketplace. So as of now, here you're getting the send request or the subscribe option, right? So if I change this to, in this strategy, if I change this to duplicate, let others duplicate, then update this, then what will happen is, like we discussed, the user or the anyone who looks at this strategy will be able to duplicate this strategy. Okay. And anyone, once they duplicate your strategy, what it means is that they will be able to copy the entire template and they will be able to use it in their own account. So if you want your friends to basically use this strategy in their own account without you having to manage them, then you can change this to yes. So right now, I don't want to share my strategy with say anyone, then I will make this as updated as no. Okay, 1 second. I will just close it and I will show it to you over here, like what is happening over here. So now that duplicate option is gone. Okay. I hope this is clear. Any doubt over here? Hello?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, if you're charging 5,000 as monthly fixed fees,
right,
okay,
right,
and you're also allowing to duplicate your strategy. If
yeah,
I want to, if you are a strategy creator and you are charging 5,000 as monthly fixed fee, and you are also allowing to duplicate your strategy.
No, you should not.
In that case, I have to pay you 5,000 rupees.
No. So you cannot let that happen, sir. That's what. So basically, you cannot see allowing to duplicate your strategy should be only within your family or very closest of your friends.
Okay.
Whom you're okay with sharing the entire strategy logic and the template, right? Because you're basically, that's your entire logic that you're sharing with someone, right? So you cannot do that unless you trust someone. Okay. So basically, monthly fixed fee will not play a part in that at all. If it's duplicated is to yes, then automatically anyone will be able to copy that strategy. Okay. Yeah. So that is clear, right? Okay. Any other questions over here? Wait 1 second. Yeah. So basically, live offline profit is not counted. That is correct. So only live auto 1 click and live auto are the profits that are counted. So basically, live auto 1 click is basically when you're just deploying it on every single click basis, right? But still, that is live trading only. There's still orders are going in your broking account. So actual orders that go in your broking account and actual profit that you make is what will be considered for offline for invoicing. So that will be your online invoice and offline invoice. But basically, only this thing. So yeah, I think Adesh sir, I admitted you right now. I think he was Adesh. So Adesh sir, you had put a question over here that live offline profit sharing is not counted, right? That is correct. Only live auto 1 click and live auto is only counted for profit sharing. Okay, so this is clear, right? So next is basically any questions till now? Only 3 pointers are remaining. Any questions? Okay. All right. So let us move to this thing. Recreate old positions for new subscriptions. So this part.
Can you just describe live offline once more?
So yeah, so live offline, right? So I will just So live offline is basically similar to paper trading, where actual trading. So there are 4 deployment options that we have, right? So for example, if I update this and I put it say deploy, then it will give me these 4 options. Paper trading is what you already know, that it is going to be paper trading on Tradetron server terminal. Live offline is also similar to paper trading. So in paper trading, live offline also, it will not take trades in your broking account. It will take trades in a Tradetron terminal only, but just that the data, right? The LTP, the market price, that data comes from the broker terminal of your broker choice. For example, if Zerodha is your broker, then live offline related market price, the LTP that is calculated is taken from Zerodha. But if it is paper trading, then it is internal Tradetron server data. So that is the difference between live offline and paper trading. But in live offline also, the trade doesn't happen in your broking account. Okay, sir?
There is no profit or loss?
No. So there is, so like I said, so there is no profit and loss for paper trading and live offline. So profit and loss is calculated only for live auto 1 click and live auto, because in both these deployments, even if live auto 1 click is mostly manual, still the order is placed in your broker terminal and you get actual monetary profit or loss. Okay, so based on that, your invoice will be generated in live auto 1 click and live auto only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other question over here on this part? Yeah, please go ahead.
In live auto 1 click, if a person, if a user doesn't click and in the whole day, will come into today's invoice, whether it is in for an example, today 2 of my users, one is using live auto 1 click and another person is using live auto. Okay. The live auto will automatically take entries in his Zerodha account. Okay. In live auto 1 click, one of my user doesn't click and made it proceed. Okay. Right. The entire day the trade doesn't.
There is no trade. Yeah, then there will be no invoice.
End of the day, will both get invoice or else?
No, only the live, wherever the actual trade has happened, right? Then only that much invoice will be calculated. So for example,
invoice is calculated only if we
clicks, right? So only if the trade is placed in the broking account, then only based on actual profit and loss will be calculated, sir. So for example, it might also happen that if it's live auto 1 click, then the entry trade, the user might click on proceed. Now entry trade is gone and he forgets to put the exit trade proceed. Okay. Then in that case, whatever profit or loss is there, the invoice will be generated based on that. Okay. Yeah. So basically, actual profit and loss that is generated by the strategy based on your deployment in your broking account is what will be calculated for invoicing.
And here comes another doubt. Understand, like I have 10 users, all 10 are using a particular strategy.
Right.
But everyone has, because I know sometimes due to slippages or else time difference, each and everyone will have a different profit.
Correct. Yes.
So will Tradetron take one particular user's profit?
No. Everyone's is different. So if someone has generated 2,000 rupees as profit, Okay, so his invoice will be generated on 2000 only. If due to slippage, someone else has generated just 1500 profit and not 2000, then for him, the invoice will be generated on 1500 profit. Okay, sir. It's based on the actual profit that the strategy user has generated.
Okay, here also comes another doubt.
Yes.
For an example, I have two users. One user got 2000 and one user got 1500 rupees as profit.
Right.
This is live. What will be the graph chart if Tradetron is giving us a graph chart? Okay.
Yeah. So that is Tradetron's deployment. So that will be different from any of the users because that will be based on the LTP of the Tradetron server data. So for example, if you bought a stock option at say 100 rupees, on Tradetron data, it has bought at 100, but in your friend's account, it has bought at 101 and 102. So it's not taking into consideration that. It's taking into consideration at what rate Tradetron LTP was calculated. After that, if your stop loss is say 100, say 10%, then based on Tradetron data, the 10% is 110 based on the entry price of 100. But in your friend's account, since the entry was at 101, his 10% would be 111.
Okay.
So it's separate for each and every deployment, and each and every deployment, even the formula of calculation is the same. Each and every deployment P&L is calculated separately, and each and every invoice and each and every P&L is calculated separately according to that. Okay. Yeah. So that is basically this thing. So recreate old positions. This I will be discussing with. I've already discussed with my manager. This is a new feature, and more details will be available to us later on. So I will keep this for later. So I will not discuss this today. Only these two parts I will discuss now. That is confirm each subscriber manually. So when you say, so this is what I was going to talk about. So see, if you see this over here, right? This is my strategy. Say, for example, send request. Okay. So if I change this from here, if I change to this no, and if I update this, right? So what will happen is this will directly give me an option to subscribe to my strategy. So now I have already subscribed to this, right? So this is my own account. So it's not giving me this subscribe option. But if you search this strategy, right, in marketplace in your account, you will see that there will be a subscribe button over here because I've made this strategy open for anyone to subscribe. Okay. Now, if I want to say you only want to share this strategy with specific clients, and I want to know that this particular person is trustworthy, and I want to share this strategy or let him use my strategy, then I can change this to yes. So when you say confirm each subscriber manually, right, I will update this. So what will happen is in marketplace, as you can see, it will give me a key to send request. So over here, what it means is that any of the user, if he wants to use this strategy, then first he will have to send the request. So once he clicks on send request, then I am the strategy creator. I will get an email in my account that this strategy user wants to deploy or use your strategy. So if I click on send request over here, then automatically one request will be sent. So awaiting confirmation, and I will get this email that not this one. I think maybe I'll get an email in some time that Nelson wants to subscribe to this particular strategy. Okay. So over here, so for example, Tradetron. See over here, I've got this email now that Nelson P wants to subscribe to John Stewart A. So like this, only when you authorize this over here, right? Like if you approve, then only I will be able to subscribe to this strategy. I hope this is clear. So for example, if you want to subscribe, allow only few clients to use your strategy, then you can keep this to say yes. So this portion, if it is allow only confirm each subscriber manually, then he will get that awaiting confirmation, and then you will get an email that this user wants to subscribe to your strategy, and you can either approve or deny it. Okay. So that is clear, right? Any question over here that you have? Anyone? Okay, sure. So the last part is basically hide subscribers from others. So I will show it to you with basic example. 1, 2, 6. So what this parameter does is, So for example, if this strategy, if I this thing hide subscribers from others, if I change this to yes, no, then over here, if you see, this is the strategy, but there are no subscribers who have subscribed to this strategy that is visible, right? There is no data that is available. But if you check ITC strategy, this strategy, right? Over here, since this, when this strategy, ITC strategy was created, this hide subscribers from others was published as no. So that's the reason why all of this thing, subscribers who have subscribed to this ITC strategy are visible over here. But for this strategy, the strategy creator has said that I don't want others or anyone to view who has subscribed to this strategy. So in that case, you can restrict that from here. I hope this is clear. So this also filtering that you have, that you know what you want, only specific, only you know who is using your strategy. You don't want other people to know how many people are using your strategy or are subscribed to your strategy. So that you can, that data you can hide from here by this particular option. So that's what this hide from subscribers from others does. I hope this is clear. Any questions right now? So we for today's session, we will be covering only this much. So tomorrow's session, we will be covering very interesting topics like the all deployed page, how to monitor your client's positions from one page, and also the shared access code. So tomorrow's session will be very interesting. I hope today's session was also informative. Any question that you may have till now, you can ask.
Sir, if I choose hide subscribers from others, no, then I think others will not be able to see what other subscribers are commenting.
No, it's not commenting. It's only the subscribers, not the review part. So reviews will still be there. So reviews like this, right? That will still be there. Only this, the names of the people, right? Like see over here, I can see that Umesh Ranglani, Vaibhav Pal, these people, I can see the subscribers over here, right? Only these names will be hidden. Okay, sir.
Okay, but comments will be there. What
comments will be there? Yes, comments and all reviews and all will be there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other thing? Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, if you don't mind, can you briefly tell the invoice part once again, sir? Because I was caught with some
okay.
went out.
No problem. So this part, right? So invoice frequency part, right? Yeah. So basically, for example, today is say the 19th of March. Okay. So now, so a user, you have published your strategy. One user came to you. He subscribed to your strategy on 19th of March. Now, in the next 5 days, till 24th of March, for the next 5 days, the strategy generated a profit of 5,000 rupees. Now, on 24th, that is the first invoice, you decided that, you know what, okay, this is 5 days, this is strategy has generated good profit. I want to charge this customer. So on 24th or 25th or 26th, first invoice you can generate anytime. So you can charge this on first 24th, you can send him an invoice that, you know what, based on the 5,000 profit that you have generated, give me 10% of that, say 500 rupees as the invoice generated. But once you have generated that invoice on 24th, then the next invoice after the 24th can be generated only after 1 month.
As per my frequency.
As per month frequency, yes. So initial, the first invoice can be generated anytime as per your wish, like, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, anytime. But after that, the next invoice, after the first invoice, will be calculated from the previous invoice's date. Okay. So if it's 24th, then next 24th. If you generate first invoice on 27th, then it will be available on next 27th only, like that. Okay.
But I have 5 strategies in marketplace.
Right.
So I can, for an example, first strategy I made it on 24th of March.
Right.
So thereafter it will take 24th, every 24th.
Based on, so every client will be different. So some clients will deploy on say 24, some will deploy on 29. So for every client, the invoice period will be different according to that. But the format is the same. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm getting a little bit confused, sir.
So yeah, I'll tell you. So yeah, let me explain this part. So for example, there are 2 users. Okay. One user deployed it on say 19th. Okay. You charged him on 24th. Now another user came in on 23rd. He deployed on 23rd. You decided to generate an invoice for him on 29th. Okay. Now for that second user who deployed on 23rd and you generated the invoice on 29th, his second invoice will be generated only on the 29th of next month.
Oh, so the invoice will be charged as per individual users, not
individual
common.
users. No, not for common. So it's always invoice is obviously for each and every individual user only, no sir. Everyone's profit will be different. Everyone's date of deployment will be different. So for everyone, the invoice is different.
And what happens if I do like, for an example, the whole month, every day I have getting five users.
Yeah.
New 5 users. Okay.
Yeah.
But I deployed a strategy on 1st of this month, March.
Right.
Okay. 29th March, I decided to charge all the. Just understand, I got 100 users.
Right.
29th March, I am charging everyone as
right.
new invoices. Okay, sir.
Right.
So thereafter, all the users will get invoices again next 29, right?
Right.
Without any difference, right, sir?
Right. So based on the profit that will be generated for that period, right? They will get the invoice only for that period.
Yes, sir. First 5 users are deployed on 1st of this March.
Right.
Next 5 users deployed 2nd of March.
Right.
Likewise, every day 5 new users are joining to me.
Right.
The last 5 users joined on 26th of March.
Okay.
I decided to bill 29th of March to all the 100 users.
All the correct. Right. Yes.
Okay. So thereafter, all the 100 users will get again invoiced next.
Correct. On next 29th. Correct. Right.
Without any difference, right?
Without any difference. Correct. There will be no difference in the dates, but there will be difference in the P&L because each and every trade will be different.
That I understand.
Yes.
And what happens if I charge on March 31st? Because April 30th, April won't have 31st.
Right.
Okay. In that case, it will charge on April 30 or May 1.
May 1.
So it is counting as 31 days every month.
31 days, yeah. Normally it's a 1 month it's counted, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost all my doubts is clear. Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thing? Any other person has any other doubts?
Is there any use of confirm each subscribers manually?
Yeah. So basically, for example, in marketplace, if you put it right, if this is confirmation is no, then anyone, say for example, 1,500 people or anyone will be able to subscribe your strategy, and they might say sometimes pay profit, they might not pay the invoice also, and you don't want that headache. So instead of that, when they send you a request, you can probably get in touch with that client, how much is his interest, whether he's genuinely interested in your strategy, and if you want to filter out that way, right, then you can use this option. Okay, sir.
Like if I have to interact with each customer, then that will be filtered out.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to each and every subscriber, if he wants to use your strategy, then if you want to give him the approval to use that, then you can use it. Or else if you want anyone to use their strategy, basically deploy it in their account, try it in their account, then you can keep this as no. There is no hard and fast rule. It's up to you. Like
it's not possible to know about
approval. Yeah. So yeah.
So I think there is no much more use of confirming.
Correct. Yeah. So it depends on you, sir. Yeah. So if you don't want to, basically that's also a hassle. If 500 people send you approval request, you have to go to each and every email and then click on approve and all. There is no need for that if you don't want to do that. Correct. Yeah. Correct, sir. Okay. Any other thing? Okay. All right. We will wind up for today. We will meet tomorrow again at the same time, 1:30, and we will discuss this thing. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this was a good session, and we will continue talking. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Bye.